Next, we explore how to keep passion alive. Given the fact that we know that attraction is so biological, so unconscious, so nonverbal, we want to understand how can we knowingly use the science of attraction and the science of connection to keep passion alive rather than just being forced to rely on our hormones. And as we previously mentioned, Sonia Lyubomirsky's article on the shelf life of passion, her recommendation for how to keep passion alive is actually to use surprise. According to Sonia, we're less likely to take our marriage for granted when it continues to deliver strong emotional reactions within us. Also, uncertainty sometimes enhances the pleasure of positive events. Thus, surprise is more satisfying than stability. While we want stability, we want to find that balance for how can we continue to surprise one another, or to be surprised by the relationship, or to do new and novel things together. In fact, there's actually a field of science called surpriseology, which is the scientific study of surprise. What does it take to create that novelty and that novel experience? And if you're interested, feel free to Google surpriseology for some tools on how you can become an expert of surprise. So when you think about how you can spice up your life, you can use surprise to find new and novel experiences. And I want to remind you that the way that people think that the facial expression for real surprise is, people think of it as eyes lifted, mouth open, something like that, which you see in like a Diamonds is Forever type of commercial where the woman gets surprised and her eyes go up and they light up. And what research shows is that is not actually the genuine facial expression for surprise. Surprise is actually marked by the duh face, the one that looks like this. That when you genuinely have surprised a person, their jaw goes down, their eyes don't light up, they actually just look neutral, and the person has the duh face because you've caught them off guard. Find ways to surprise your friends or your partners. For example, if you're going to get flowers, rather than putting the flowers in a vase on the table, which might not elicit surprise, maybe put it under the kitchen sink. Find a place to surprise the person, or find a way to surprise the person by manipulating variables in the environment. Also, savoring. We know that savoring is about being attentive and appreciative of a particular experience, and that a positive experience or a positive person or a positive interaction within itself is not enough to keep the passion, the romance alive. And that what we can do is use the elements of savoring that we've learned, luxuriating, marveling, thanksgiving, basking, ones that we've practiced before, and that we can savor the person, the positive event. You can reminisce on things that the person has said or a way that they've made you feel, and express gratitude to the person. And remember, the more specific you get, the better. You can anticipate what it will be like to be together and draw on the ability to make positivity and positive emotions be able to be called upon just upon your mind, using your memories, and use this to build more positivity within the relationship by savoring one another. And lastly, you can be attentive, meaning really being present to the person. What do you hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, as ways of using your senses to help you bask and luxuriate in the presence of your partner and being together. So while it's not rocket science, surprise and savoring, if you do put them into practice and find ways to do new things with your partner, or to have new experiences, or to just literally shake things up and savor the experiences when you have them, they can help sustain passion. Some questions for you to ponder. What could you do to add more savoring into your life? And how do you get surprised in life, or how often do you get surprised in your life, in your relationships? And what could you do to increase that and to either surprise your partner or to allow yourself to be more surprised? Or any other comments or questions that you might have.